Everyone in this world will live in a sequence of eating, sleeping, playing, training, and then repeating. Of course, there is more to life than just this routine. However, every other aspect of life will require the efficiency of this routine. The ritual of eating, sleeping, playing, training, and then repeating should be performed every day and every second of the day. All of these departments seem like it is an automatic and not much thought go into them. However, the real answer is that the total opposite of it. We cannot be automatic, but rather be mindful of each department for amazing life. There are many more theories and practice of each department. The reason for this is that these departments are the essence of life itself. Nonetheless, we all know how complicated life can be. Therefore, we must simplify our perceptions, understand and applications of life so we don't get overwhelmed. This is why I want to talk about the sequence of eating, sleeping, playing, training, and then repeating. We should also understand that each of these departments is interdependent of each other. Interdependence means related in such a way that each need or depends on the other. Why does this matter? This matters because at first I will talk about each department separately. However, I will also freely mention other departments too. The first department is eating. Eating and drinking are two of the most important physical needs for life. We need to eat and drink to stay alive and healthy. But what happens if we have a surplus or defect of each? It will change our life mentally and physically. This is the goal and desire of fitness personnel. They want to improve themselves mentally and physically. We can have a happier life when we are lean and in shape. When we are too overweight, everything we do will be hard. Some of us can't even walk, sleep, or even breathe. During each meal, don't eat too much and don't eat too little. When we eat too much or too little, we will not have a clearer mind. Why do I want to have a clear mind? This is because we still need our mind to continue our working day. We will still need to work right after breakfast and lunch. Many people may ask how to eat if they want to gain weight. This is the underweight individual who want to gain muscle mass. This is why we need to increase calories and protein intake. If the individuals has already eaten until full at lunch or breakfast, we can add a whey protein shakes with many healthy ingredients afterward. At this moment, we will talk about when the individual wants to lose weight. When they want to lose weight, they have to be in a calorie deficit. This is when they have to eat less than usual for every meal. However, as I said before, we need to have a clear mind. We can't just eat a lot of less because we will be hungry when we are working. Our focus will be on our growing stomach. Now, what is the solution to this? First and foremost, we need to eat the right type of food, healthier food. Whole food and healthy ingredients and a little to no saturated fat. Next, we will eat the same calories with the new diet of whole food. With the removal of saturated fat and processed food, we will have more energy. The next step is to work out. This will take longer to lose fat and gain muscle. However, this will be healthier than consistently losing weight by eating less. The second department is sleeping. We have to sleep every day for us to reset our body and mind. We have to sleep a recommended amount of 8 hours a day as an adult to be fully functional. In my life right now, I am grateful even to have 8 hours of sleep a day. The reason for this is because of the training department. As I said before, every department is connected to one another. With this being said, I will talk about how the department of playing and working are interdependent with the department of sleep. Why is this the case? First and foremost, having a job or career is considered to be with the department of training. After we have our recommended 8 hours of sleep, we will have to go to work. Meanwhile, we will need to have a healthy limit of stress in our work life to sleep well at night. What about the department of play? I mentioned work before play because work will come first. The only reason for this is that work will provide resources for your playstyle. In return, your playstyle will release stress. When we release stress, we will have an easier time sleeping and restoring our system. Be that as it may, let's go back to the department of sleeping. From my own experience, I know that I should have 8 hours of sleep. However, because of my training department decisions, I will not have a full 8 hours sleep each day. I will try to get at least 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep every day. This is, in fact, borderline unhealthy, especially on the weekdays. I will have to train more than play. I have trained myself to enjoy waking up early every day. Therefore, I will also need to go to sleep early every day to maintain this lifestyle. It has become a habit of life. We cannot overwork, as it will lead to depress of energies. Meanwhile, we cannot play too hard, as it will also lead to depress of energy. This is because the playing department will also involve the use of drugs. The third department of the cycle is play. Compared to the department of eat and sleep, the department of play is designed to focus more on mental health than physical health compared to training. Play is also designed to stay relaxed and recover and being focused and stressed out. One of the most well-known playstyle is television's on and on-screen entertainment. For every playstyle, there is always the pros and cons. Television's and on-screen entertainment will keep us from boredom. There are many films to watch and many games to play. If we get bored of one movie, we can move on to the next one. With this being mentioned, what about the cons of watching films and playing video games? With the pros of these entertainment keeping us interested for hours to come, there is also a downside. We can be addicted for hours to come. How do we solve this? Find a hobby and passion. People might say that playing video games can be either, and I agree with this statement. However, we also need to have a balanced lifestyle. As I said before, compared to training, play is designed to stay relaxed and recover from working. To work is to define as exerting oneself physically or mentally, especially in sustained effort for a purpose or necessity. With this being mentioned, it's logical to say that playing is an opposite of these definitions. I have to balance of different play style. We need to play a sport, an activity involves physical exertion and skills in which individuals or team compete against another for entertainment. A sport is both fun and healthy. Thus, we can also turn it into a great hobby or passion. In addition, when playing against others, it's also about competitions. This is what training is all about. The fourth department is training. What is training? The actions of teaching a person or animal a particular skills or type of behavior. When we try to learn a skills, there are many levels to reach. Many people in this world are trying to do the same thing for the same skill or sports. This is about competitions, and we train to compete at the best level and even be the best. Many people may ask, what about the people who do not want to compete and just settle down for a job and make money? First of all, I think that being competitive is what makes life interesting to me. Because of competitions, we have the best of many inventions and talents around the world. This is why we need to train to be better each moment so we can change the world little by little. To make the world better is to serve. I also believe that people are made for service. The actions of helping or doing the work for someone. With this being said, people with mundane jobs should serve themselves and improve themselves first. They are helping themselves to be a better person for the life ahead of them, a better future. Train to be better at your job. Be the best person for your job so you can get better positions in organizations and in life. This is about our career and passion training. What about other aspects of life? Even knowing that there are more aspects of life than just grinding work daily is part of training. One of the aspects is building social connections. I consider building social connections as training itself because it is the learning of good communication skill. It's about knowing when, what, and why we say or ask other people, how to really share and listen well to the journey of each party involved. This is all the departments of what life should be about. It's the cycle of eating, sleeping, playing, training, and repeating. Last but not least, we are talking about repeating. These departments are not just random departments that operate silently on their own. It's the system of a well-organized team, like the organisms of a human body or the components of a moving vehicle. Each part worked coordinately well to carry on a great life from daily to decades into the future. Each department is interdependent of each other. We need to focus on performing the department solely for the maximum effectiveness at a given time. If each department worked well separately, it will give an effective asset to the rest of the team. Now we just have to maintain this order for us to maintain a good life. This is about the compound effect, the result of a great or terrible life in a long-term base and the time spent improving or harming oneself through their lifestyle.